Hello, my name is Reese I'd like to start off by saying that I became a true follower of Christ about a month and a half ago. I grew up in a Christian home with Christian friends. I went to church every Sunday and went to a Christian elementary school, which I always thought that was enough, but really didn't care about my faith and my walk with Christ. Around grade 10, I was going to parties every weekend, and I started smoking weed just as something to do and have a worldly fun. I didn't know how weed would change my mindset and how my morals were switched around in a sense. Going to parties every weekend made it so I had to lie about where I was going, what I would be doing, and at the start I felt bad about it, but as time went on, it just seemed like that party life was for me because I fit in. I always knew though deep down that someday I would have to tell my parents about what I've done, and I dreaded that day for a while. This past June, I was dropping off one of my friends after Canada's Wonderland, and I fell asleep at the wheel. We had gone through a fence, and a 2x6 was headed straight for my chest, but it hit the steering wheel, veered over, and just scratched my shoulder. This was definitely a wake-up call for me to quit living this lifestyle because I knew God spared me that night. I ended up smoking again and totally forgot about what very easily could have happened that night. A month and a half ago, I quit weed, and through God's power, I had zero withdrawal. I think when I realized that it was Him who made that happen, I decided to follow God and devoted my life to Him. With that, I stopped going to parties and ended up going to a Bible study every Friday night through one of my best friends from elementary school. Looking back, I just see God's perfect timing with our lives and how it can change so easily with His will. So the reason I want to be baptized is to be obedient to Christ and try my best every day to be like Him.